In the previous class, we discussed about the work process administration we are discussing here. These are the basics are very important here. SAP, the work process administration we are discussing here. As part of the work process here, we have seven work process we will get, right? D, V, E, B, M, G, S, right? So dialog, update, Enqueue, background, right? Message server, gateway, spool here. So yesterday we discussed about the dialogue work process, right? The dialogue work process related transaction codes are SM50, SM66 here. For update related transaction codes are SM13 and SM14 are the updated related transaction code here. So dialogue work process is responsible to take the user request from the request from the users. Okay. So here, before the dialogue, there is a dispatcher. We also discussed about dispatcher means dispatching the dispatching the request to the available dialogue work process, right? That is what we discussed yesterday. So dispatcher, it will take the request, it will assign to the dialogue work process. Then dialogue work process will process the user request. Dialogue work process the user request. All those things will happen by the dialogue work process here. So SM50, SM66 are the transaction codes for the dialogue. Okay. So let's log into the system now here. Okay. So here we have not only NWD, we have some other real-time systems also available, that is called the ECD and ECP. ECD and ECP also available here. So what you need to do, you need to go to the three bars in the SAP login pad, go to the options, then you will get the screen like this here. Go to the SAP login options, go to the configuration files. In the configuration files, you just give the path name like C:XML, something like that. You can just give in the your SAP login pad. So when you just give this XML something like that here, automatically you will get the three systems. Automatically you will get the three systems three systems. Automatically you will get the three systems here, like development, ECD, ECP, NWD. So NWD is your system. NWD is your system. Your system is which you guys are installed here. But it's not only like you need to log in only NWD. You can also use the ECD development system. ECD development system, you can use it. ECP production system also you can use it. And also NWD system also you can use it here. Right? This is our system here. Right? So we are logging to the system. Also, when you are logging to the system, here we have the clients, right? Sorry, sorry. So clients concept here. Here we have the client number is 000 to 999. We can create it here. Here 000, 001 are the default clients. So are the default clients which will come as part of the installation. Default clients, default users, right? So SAP level users, DB level users, then OS level users, default clients and everything you will get from here, right? Update, dialogue, all kind of things you will get from here, right? So those are the very important thing here, right? To log into the here, you can use the either SAP star or DDIC, all those, any one of the user, you can use it here, right? Any one of the user, you can use it and you can log into the SAP systems here. You can log into the SAP system here. This is the SAP home page. Here, yesterday we discussed about the SM50 is the transaction code to check the work process overview, right? Local work process overview. In the local work process overview, here we can see the how many dialogues are there, how many updates, background spool. So updates are there, all the information we can see it here. Here, out of total, how many? 10. In the 10, so free 9 means one is occupied. Who occupied? I am the user. Currently, I have logged into the SAP system. Then my user is occupied here. Currently, I'm logged with the 001 client, DDS user. So my entry is listed here, which means whenever I'm logged into the SAP system here, one user is allocated, then dialog work process is allocated here, right? So one dialog work process is allocated here. So like that, so we discussed about the SM50, SM66 here. This is the local work process overview. This is the global work process overview. Local and global. Local work process overview and global work process overview here, right? So local means only one application server related information we can see. Suppose if you have more the application servers, like more than one. So more than one, then those related work process status, we can see it in the SM66 here. All in one screen, you can see it in the SM66 here. Then once user in the dialog mode, in the dialog user, in the user will log in through dialog mode, means dialog work process responsible here. Once user done the transaction, then update work process will update the update records into the DB table level. So here update work process. If you go to the SM13, here update work process will update the records. Here we can see how many updates are still failed in the system. Is there any failed? And what is the status of the update work process in SM14? We can see the status here. So if the update is deactivated by some reasons, then so your records, your transaction records will not be updated into the table level. Table level, it will not be updated here. So update work process updating the transaction records into the table level here. So if you just click on the activate button, it will be activated. Inactivate means your updates will not be working. Updates are not working here. That is the main thing of the update work process here, right? So that is the main concept of the update work process. Up to here, we discussed here, right? So that is clear. Now today, let's discuss about the DV completed. Let's discuss about the E. E for Enqueue work process. Enqueue work process. The transaction code for the Enqueue is SM12. SM12 is for the locking mechanism. Locking mechanism here. SM12 locking mechanism. So what does it mean by Enqueue work process and the locking mechanism here? Locking mechanism here. So here in in SM12, here the locks will be displayed here. The lock will be displayed here. If you go to the SM12 here you can see the locks. SM12, you can see the locks here. The locks will be displayed in the system here, right? The locks will be displayed here. So here what you need to do, you need to select the client, which client you are want to check. Remove, it's for all client. Then if you remove it, it's for all client. Just click on the exit list button, then it will show the how many lock entries are there, how many lock entries are, it will give the information here. How many lock entries are there, it will give the information here. Normally, when the lock entry will happen in SM12, when the lock entry happen here. Suppose example here in the example, what I am doing here is the one person, then this is the one bus ticket. Suppose example, bus ticket or train ticket is the bus ticket or train ticket, window seat is trying to book it out here. Here also we have the one more user here, right? So he is trying to book the ticket, same seat is trying to book the ticket, then he is also trying to book the same ticket window seat, then the transaction is locked here. It will be locked the transaction here. It will be locked the transaction here. Why? Because same ticket cannot be booked by others, right? Whoever first click the ticket, the seat, that will be locked under that user only. Until completion of that user, then the seat is reserved. The seat is locked here. Is not booked and is released the book, is not booked means other, it is available, and after some time the lock entry, it is the seat is available for him after that, right? The seat is available for him after that here. So that is the main thing here, right? That time locks will happen. Suppose example, in SAP system, at a time both the persons cannot be edited here. So here Enqueue work process will check this consistency. Will check this consistency. At the same time, if I also editing, Then you are also editing means it will create the some issues, right? One ticket, two persons cannot book at the same time, right? Two persons cannot edit same transaction at the same company codes at the same time. You cannot use it here, right? So in this case, what we have to do? In this case, what we have to do here? We need to just go to the SM12, check is there any lock entries or not here. As part of our day-to-day activity, when you log into the SAP system, when you join the organization, so first of all, we need to check, are there any lock entries older than 24 hours? If any lock entry older than 24 hours, we can take the approval, then we can release the lock. We can delete the lock here. Suppose, let's try to create the one lock entry here. Okay, I'm trying to create the one lock entry here. Suppose here, I'm going to the one transaction code here. I am trying to create some data here. I'm trying to create the some data here, right? I'm creating the data here. Then you can see the lock entry now, right? You can see the lock entry now. Why? Because I'm doing something in the system. So here one lock entry got created here. So at the same time, one more person. So I am trying to edit it to one screen. I am trying to edit something here, but at the same time, the one more person they want to edit it. It will show the information like, so boss, this one is already locked by the some user. Only display is possible. We can only display it. We cannot do anything here. Only display is possible here. Only display is possible here. That is what you will get the thing here. Until after the completion of his changes, then other person can edit it here. Before that, he cannot do, the user cannot do anything in the SM. So anything in the system here. Why? Because it's locked by the one user here, right? How to check the lock entries means in SM12, we can check the lock entries. Are there any lock entries in the system or not? We can check it out. So if it is the lock entry older than 10 hours, older than 24 hours, we can select all, just click on the delete button, then all the lock entries will be deleted. All the lock entries will be deleted from the system here. All the lock entries will be deleted here. Okay, that is what we have to do it in the system here. All the lock entries will be deleted in the system here, right? So this is the thing in the system here. Okay, so that is the lock. We can delete the locks. Okay, once we delete the lock, then other user can edit. Other user can go to the SMLZ, then he can edit it now. He can edit it now. But previously we got this one here. But when we have to do it here, when the lock entry is older than 24 hours, then we are good to remove the lock entries from SM12. SM12, we are good to delete the lock entries here. Okay, got it? That is the Enqueue mechanism. Enqueue mechanism here. Enqueue mechanism means lock entry, which is available in the ASCS instance. ASCS instance in the here. ASCS instance here. Right? So that is the main thing of the locking mechanism. Okay. So that is the to release the locks, to delete the locks, SM12, we can check it out here. Okay, so that is the locking. So now next one is for the B for background work process here. So this is the some kind of important one here, background work process here. B for background work process here. So what is the use of? Is it clear up to now? Dialog, update, Enqueue. Anybody, anyone having any concerns, issues, confusion? Is it clear? Dialog, update, Enqueue.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, good. Okay. So background work process. This is a very important, typical, and you will get confused here. Okay. Background work process. Normally, before we go for the background work process, normally in the system, in the SAP system, if you want to execute any program, we want execute, execute, or we want to delete or create any programs or reports in SAP, we have to use the transaction codes called the SA38 or SE38. Means to run the program or reports. So we have to use the so we have to use the SA38 or SE38 transaction codes. We have to use it in the system here, right? Suppose I want to execute one program in the SAP system. Then developers will go to the SA38. There they will check the one program and any one of the program. The lot of programs are available in SAP system here, right? Just go to the search bar. Then you will see the lot of programs here. Lot of programs and reports are available in SAP system here. So here we can execute the programs and reports, right? They see a lot of programs and reports are available here, number of things here. So in any case, if we want to execute the one report here, you want to execute the report, that select that report, just click on the execute button, that will be executed. That will be executed here. That will be executed in the system here. This will be done by developers. Sometimes we may have to execute it. That time we may have to execute it here. So in this case, every day, every time we have to execute some reports, some jobs as per the timelines. Suppose one person, your manager asked you to run that report or program in the midnight. Then in the midnight, they asked you to run it here, midnight. So then midnight, they asked you to run it. But in that case, what will happen? So in case you are not available that time, then there is a problem, right? In that case, instead of manual execution means in SA38 or SE38, we will execute the programs and reports here. Here we can see the, so in SE38, we can see the what is the program, what is the source code, what are the everything we can find out. If you want, we can create the new programs also, but it's not our responsibility to create the new programs, writing the code and everything here. It will be done by the developers, the development team. They will perform the all the development activities and everything here. So our responsibility is only to execute it, execute it as per the timelines and everything here. So normally the person, if you want to get the salary, what you have to do? You need to schedule a one report, right? Or you need to run the job. You need to run the job, or you need to schedule a report here. In that case, every day, so monthly once, you will get the jobs, right? You will get the salary and everything here by scheduling the job here. So instead of running manually anything in the system, we have to create the job in SAP level. So if you want to run manually any programs or any reports, you have to log into the SAP system. During the particular time, you need to execute it, right? Instead of that, by creating the automatic procedure, we can create a job. Job means we can create the job in SM36 transaction code. We can create the job in SM36 by providing the required job steps here. So which means to create the job, you need job name. What is the job name? We have to give it. Then what is the job step? What is the step for the job steps? Then job startup conditions. What are the job startup conditions here? Then job status here. These four things you should know here. So go to the SM36 here. So SM36 here. So in the SM36, so is the transaction code for the job. Why? Because, sir, we are discussing about the background work process, but you are explaining about the background jobs. What is the relation here, right? We are discussing about the background work process, but we are discussing about the background jobs. Why? Because background job means the jobs will run in SAP system without any user intervention. If you schedule the job, every day automatically it will run it. Every day automatically it will run it. So that is the main thing here. So for that reason, we need to create a job in SM36 is the transaction code. SM36 is the transaction code. There we need to set the job in the system here. Okay. So here to do that one, go to the SM36. Let me go to SM36 here. SM36. Then here job name. Suppose like salary. So suppose every month end, every month end, salary should be received by the my employees. So salary should receive by employees. In that case, I will create a one program. Developers will create a program. Then I will schedule the one job. So that job will done only month end. Every month end it will run it without any manual intervention. Then once the job completed, then salary will get by the employees, right? Instead of about 1 lakh employees, then instead of you are sending manually to every employee, if you send the manual employees, then it will take 1 month, right? Sending the everything. So then, so again, so it will create the problem. So instead of that, if you create the job name, salary, right? Job class, what is the priority of job? So it's a salary job means it's a high priority job here, right? So then go to the job steps here. Job step here. Step means, so which one you want to execute it. Name means any name we can give it here. Job step means what program, either above program or external program or external commands, what you want to execute in the back end, what you want to execute it. There are the three types of steps are there here. Above program, you want to run the above program manually or automatically. So then external program, you want to run the something external related program above external command. You want to run the some OS level commands manually, automatically. Then we can use the job steps here. So here job step means above program means any one of the program you can generate it here. Suppose like I will give the one of the program, right? Normally these are the standard programs. It will come as part of the your SAP installation. SAP installation, these programs will come. So here what you can do, you can select the program name here, any one of the program. If you don't find the program, go to the search bar. Here you can type like RS star, then you will get the lot of programs here. These all are the lot of programs here, right? Any program you can select it here. Any program you can select it. Just click on the OK button here, right? Then just click on the button. Then you define the job step here, right? Go to the job startup condition. Job startup conditions here. Job startup conditions are multiple types here. You want to run the job. You want to run the job immediately. Immediately you want to run it. Or is there any date and time? Or you want to run the job after the event, then after the job you want to run it, then operational mode. These are the job startup conditions here. See here startup conditions here. Immediately I want to run the job. Then you want to run the day and time, which means you want to run tomorrow at 10 o'clock means you have to provide that tomorrow at 9 o'clock we have to run the job, something like that here. I want to run immediately, then immediately you can select it here. I want to run tomorrow, then after the job, after the event, whatever you want, you can run it here, right? So then click on the save button. Then just click on the save button here. Then the salary job is released. Job is released here. In SM36, we can schedule the jobs here. In SM36, we can schedule the jobs. So in SM37, so SM36, we can schedule the job here. We can schedule the job. In SM37, we can monitor and to do the all admin activities of the job, admin activities of job here. So you can just go to the SM37 and monitor it whether your job is successfully completed or failed status here. So here there are the status of the job here. Status of the job here. So job status is scheduled status. Then once you give the timelines, that will go to the released status. Then ready. Then active. Then finished. Then cancelled status here. Okay. These are the status of the job here. These are the status of the job which are available in the system here. Status of the job here. So when you create the job, that time scheduled status. When you assign the timelines, either we not to run the immediately or day and time, that will be released status here. Ready means job is ready for execution. Active means job is running. If the job status is active, the job is running here. Finished means job is successfully finished. Cancelled means job is cancelled due to some error. Then select the job, check the job log, why it got failed. IDOC does not exist here. Something like IDOC does not exist. That's why we have failed this job. The job got failed here. Like that, we need to create the jobs here. Like that, we need to create the jobs in the system here, right? So let me schedule one more thing here. SM36 here, right? I am just setting in the some test job, some salaries jobs or testing job I am doing here, right? Go to the job step. So what do you want to execute it here? What do you want to execute it here? You want to which program or which command, external commands, then which external programs. Normally, people will choose the above program, most of the above programs here. Then in this case, just we can select the one of the program, then save it here, then go back, then startup condition. When you want to run it here, I want to run immediately, but here I want to run immediately, but hourly or daily or monthly, weekly, when you want to run it here. So then just select the other period. I want to run every 3 minutes once. My job should run it here. Like that, I have scheduled the periodic job also I scheduled here. But I don't want to execute the job on the Saturday, Sundays. This is a restrictions. Restrictions means I don't want to execute. I don't want to payroll job should be executed on the Saturday, Sundays here. Then just you can select the Saturday, Sunday public holidays. You can select it. Click on the transfer here. Just click on the transfer button. Then now it is in the scheduled status. Scheduled status here. Click on the save button. Now job is released. Job is released here. Right? Then we can go to the SM37. We can to check the job log. We can check it out. Right? So job is completed. Test job is completed here. Then another 3 minutes. 22:03:03. One more job will be completed. One more job will run it here. Now you can see the job is successfully finished here. Job is successfully finished here. So which means the job is completing successfully. So it is running fine. You can see the job log, how it is running. So whether running or completed, it is running successfully means finished. Released means released. So then if it is the active means job is running. If it is the cancelled means job is cancelled due to some errors here, right? So every 3 minutes this job will run. Next is the 22:03 this job will run. 23:03 this job will run here, right? Like that every 3 minutes this job will be executed here. This job will be executed here. Suppose you want to delete, just select it. You can delete the job also here. You want to stop executing, then you can stop the active jobs here, right? If you want to change the settings, like suppose if you want to do something, then go to the startup condition, just to change the timelines also you can change it here. Just change the timelines also you can change it here. You have wrongly done it, then if you want to change it, then that will be executed now. Now see, so now just click on the refresh button. This is the refresh button. When you click on the refresh button, the job will be finished status. It will create the one more job here. One more job will be created here. That is what will happen in the system here. So 10 to it will create the one more job here, right? That is what we are going to check in the systems here. So delay, which means 10:03 is not starting due to some error, some errors or something. 10:03 it will start it. 10:03 it will start it here. So there is 11 seconds delay of the executive. So this job is running means because of the work process, because of the your. So suppose if you go to the job details, this job will run on so only so work process, which means here it will refer the so BTC work process, BTC work process. If you want to run the job, you need the background work process should be running. You want background work process should be running status here. So it should be wait status here. So waiting means free. One BTC work process should be free to run the BTC work process should be free to run the one background job here. Let's go to the SM50. You can see the status of the work process here. So here, out of 6 BTC, then 6 are free, means 6 are free. So then there is a one batch job will run now. There is a one batch job will run in the system now here. There is a batch job here. If we go to the SM37 to monitor how the jobs are running, means it is running here. See here, it is completed 10:22. So it's completed, right? Then again, one more 3 minutes back, 10:05, 10:05, it will run the job here. So which means, so depends upon our selection, we can run the jobs in SM36 here. If we go to the SM36 here, then provide the job name here. Suppose like HDFC salaries here. Then what is the job step you want to execute it here? Same job step or different job step here? Normally, this requirement will be given by the our job owners, either functional team or development teams here, functional team or development teams. So this requirement they will provide to us, right? This requirement they will provide to us here to check the job logs and everything here, right? So here to create the job, so we have to provide the job name. Any name we can provide it. Job class, any class we can choose it here, either high priority class, medium priority class. Then target is not required. So, but here startup job steps are very important. We have the 3 types of job steps here. One is the above program, external command, external programs here. So if you want to run some external programs or external commands or same SAP level some programs, then you can use this one to run the any one of the program here, right? So here search bar, you will get the more things here. In the search bar, you will get the more things here. Just click on the OK button, then just click on the OK button here. Then what will happen? So it will run it here. It will run in the system here. It will run in the system here, right? So that is the job steps. Job steps we have to define in the system here, right? I have defined the job step here. Suppose I want to startup conditions. There are the so 5 types of startup conditions here. Immediate, daytime, after event, after the job, operational modes here. Suppose you want to run the job tomorrow. Suppose like example, let me set the schedule here. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, suppose 7 o'clock, you should run the job. Then like that, you have scheduled the one background job here. So tomorrow, this job will be executed. Tomorrow, this job will be executed as per the timelines. Timelines, if you are there or not a problem. But the system is available, and in the system we have any BTC work process there, we can execute it. BTC work process there, then we can run the job. We can run the job in the systems here. This is the job execution here. This is the job execution here. So to monitor the job, we have to go to the SM57 and see the whether job is executed or not here. Right? These are the status of the job: scheduled, released, ready, active, finished, cancelled here. Just just remove the dates and see how many jobs are completed till now here. All right, remove the date and see here daily you can see the jobs are running. So jobs are running here. So jobs are running here. See here, jobs are running every day. The jobs are completing here from installation onwards to till date. The jobs are running here. So there many jobs are completed. Some jobs are cancelled. For the cancelled jobs, we need to check the logs why it got cancelled. Then we need to figure it out. We need to fix the issues here. We need to fix the issues here. That is the process. So is job cancelled due to system shutdown. System shutdown, because of system shutdown, one RDD IMPDP job got cancelled. Sorry, one job got cancelled here. So job cancelled means here automatically it will execute. Job means set of instructions will be executed by automatically. But for the SAP level job means you need to, instead of manually executing the reports and programs using SA38, SA36, then we have to ask them to schedule the one background job. They no need to wait till start of the job. Just execute in the, just inform them. Okay, so this is the job name. Set of instructions will be executed here. Instead of you manually executing, So if you set the job in SM36, SM36, if you set the job, it will be executed automatically. It will be executed. The job will be executed automatically here, right? Depends upon the timelines. It depends upon the program, whatever you want to execute it here. Either external program or above program, the job will be executed from SM36 here. To run this job, you need one BTC work process should be free. One batch work process should be free here. So otherwise, the jobs it won't run. That's why BTC work process means to run the jobs, we need one BTC work process. We need the BTC work process here. To run the job, we need the BTC work process. Work process is required here. That is the main intention of the job scheduling and the jobs creation here. See here, one more job. Let me create it here. I'm going to SM36. Here, what you have to do, you should like to understand. So here, types of job steps here. There are the three types of job steps here. So job step means which program or which report you are going to execute it, right? Automatically, not the manually. So then in that case, what is the program? What is the commands? All those things we have to give to the SAP. All those things we have to give to the SAP. Sorry, we have to give in the SM36 screen, then it will run it. So when it will run, either it will run immediately or something the particular time, particular job, particular event, when it will run it here. So then when it will run it here, based on that, it will execute it here, right? So job status here. So if the job is completed, then it is a finished status. The job is cancelled, that is the cancelled status here. So then if the job is released, ready to execution, ready and released, job is scheduled, then job is scheduled status. This is the status of the job. So these are the most frequent questions in the SM36. How will you create the job? SM36, we can create the job. How to create the job? While creating the job, how many types of job steps you have? What are the job startup conditions? What are the job types of status here? Scheduled, released, ready, active, finished, cancelled. So where can you check this job status here? SM37. Where can you create the jobs? SM36. So you like that you need to explain the background jobs related information. You have to explain it here, right? Background job related information that we have to explain it here. Okay, so that is the one thing we should be know here, right? That is the main thing for the background jobs here. So let me create once again here SM36. Provide the job name means suppose like what I can do, the bank payments. Suppose like bank payments. Every day bank payment should run. This is the job name here. Then go to the here, that related program name, it's already defined, I guess. So we need to check what is the program we have to execute it here. So normally in the system we have already standard program there. Any program we can execute it here, right? Click on the change button here, save button here. This is saved here. Go back. So one job step you have defined. That's why it is in the scheduled status here. Now I am going to assign a immediate. I want to run it here, but immediately I want to run it, but it will run every weekly once. Weekly once this should run. So weekly once, it's a bank payments, right? Maybe monthly once it should run here. Then I put the monthly once here. Click on the save button here. All right, save button here. Then job step you have defined. Then job startup condition also you have defined. The next button is the save. Save it. Then the job payment saved with the status released. The status is released status here. Released status here, which means where can you check that status whether my job is successfully completed or not here. Then here go to the SM37, just click on the execute button, then see bank payments still active. Bank payment is still active here, which means it's running. The job is running here continuously. Active means it's a running status here. Cancelled means job is cancelled due to error. Job is released. Job is finished here. Active means job is running here. Job is running in the system here. This will run in the system here. This way we can schedule the background job. If this job is running means you see in SM50 one background work process is occupied. Out of 6, 5 are free, means one is occupied here. One is occupied here. Who occupied? Currently, you are executing the one job, right? So that is occupied here. Then batch process is occupied here. The 12 number. This is the 12 number is occupied here. That is what it is running. One is running here. One is running here. Why? Because the job is running here. So one is running here, right? So that is the information we can see it here. So then, so like that, we can complete the job execution, everything. Here it's not one time activity. If you schedule one time, every day, every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes, every year until system is up, then your jobs will run it automatically. No need manual interaction. No need to manually do anything here. Automatically you will get the payments. Automatically you will get the salaries. Automatically you will get the month end we will get the salary. Is it like every employee month end they will get the salary? Is it like anyone sending the amount to manually sending the amount to your account? No, right? So there is a job, background job. That background job. So as per the schedule, it will allocate the amount to the. It will say we will get the amount to the our server. Means job is executing here. Background job is executing here, right? That is the main thing here. Sometimes, as part of the daily monitoring, we need to log into the SAP system and check, give the star job name. If you know, we can put here like bank. I don't know after the bank what is the full job name. I don't know. Just put the star. Then username. If you know, give the username. If you don't know, give the star here. Then so just click on the. If you know, if you want to know yesterday's one, you can check it out. Today's one, you can check it out. Just click on the OK button and see one job is active status since this one. This one is the one job is still active status here. Active means it is running here. So which means it's not completed. It's completed, then you will get the finished. If it is the cancelled, then you will get the cancelled status here. So, but it's not completed or it's not cancelled. Still, it's running. Star means all the jobs related information you will get into the here. In SM37, you will get the all the jobs related information here. Okay. So this is the background job. Suppose you want to cancel the job manually, just go to the here, then cancel the active jobs here. We want to change the schedule, then change it here, right? Suppose we want to delete, we can delete it here. If you want to copy the same job with the others, then we can do the all other administration activities we can perform from SM37 transaction code. SM37 transaction code, we can perform the all kind of transactions, we can perform it here, all kind of work, right? So here while scheduling, we have to do it from the SM36 here. So remaining all activities here, we have to do it from the SM37. Deletion, changes. So then, so all other things we can do it in the SM37 here. 36 is only for the creation of the background job that we have to do it from the SM36 here. So what is the relation means? Here one background job is required, the one background work process is required here. So one job is running means one work process is, one job is running means one work process is here. So running here, one work process is scheduled here. That is the one important thing here. Okay. One job is running means one work process is, one job is running means one work process is associated for the background jobs here. So that is the very important job here. Okay. So SM36 we can create the jobs, 37 we can monitor and we can delete it. We can change the background jobs, whatever you want, you can do it. But 36 is only for the creation. Now, if you want to delete, I can cancel the jobs here. I want to create one more schedule. I can want to copy the job. I can copy like one more bank. I can copy it like one more job. I can copy it here. I want to delete. I can delete it here. So like that, I can do it here. One more one. I have scheduled one. So then, if you want to change this one, I can go ahead and I can do the changes here. Go to the steps. Then just click on the change button. Then here, if you want to change the program, you can change the program. Just click on the OK button. Save it. Then job is saved. If you want to release the job, just click on the release the job. You want to run immediately, you can run the job immediately. then the job is running finished now. See here, the job is immediately finished now, right? Job is immediately finished now, right? So this is the background job administration part. SM36, SM37 are the background jobs here. So here, these background jobs are responsible for run the programs or reports automatically as per the time schedule. Normally, if you want to run the program or reports, you have to use the SA38 or SE38 for the programs or reports execution. Both can work, right? So in manual work, manually you have to execute it every day. You have to execute manually. Instead of that, if you set this program in the job will take care of the all kind of work. Job will take care of that one, right? That is the job scheduling here, right? That is the job creation and job scheduling here. Got it? Any questions from anyone here regarding the background jobs? Background job administration. Is it clear?
Sir, one question. If a background job created with one user name, for
Okay.
example, so for
If that
any
user,
situation, the password expires for that user.
it will be failed. The job will be failed. Suppose now jobs are running with the DDIC user. So if the jobs are
Okay.
the user is locked or password is expired or something, your jobs will fail. Job will fail. Jobs will fail.
But is this password policy applicable for system users?
System user, we have to no, that's why we have to create the system user. Instead of dialog user, we have to create the system user. Then password policy not applicable for the system users.
Okay, okay. So while creating, we can define the user type also.
Yeah. Now suppose this job is released, right? I want to change the user, then change. Go to the change, you want to change. Go to the job step. I want to change the user from DDIC to some other user, suppose like SAP star. Then you can select it, OK button. Then go back, then save it, right? That is saved now. Now this
Oh,
test job will run from the with the SAP star user. Now if SAP star is locked, then this job will failed, cancelled. It will be cancelled status.
okay.
Okay. So
Mm,
now what you have to do? So okay. Any questions from anyone? I will give the one assignment.
Sir, while creating a job, how variant plays a vital role in creating a job?
Variants, yeah, variants are the very important, but I am not explaining about the variant. Why? Because since initially you are in the first time you are creating the job, so that much of is not required here while creating the job. Go to the job step. Variants will control the program execution. Variants will control the suppose you are riding a bike, then who will control the how will control the bike riding by brakes and clutch, right? Using the brake by applying the brake and clutch, you will control the bike speed, right? Same as like program executing means, so how the if this program has 2000 lines, 3000 lines, how it should be executed, what plants, what countries means, all those things who will control means variant. So variants we have to define it here, but this is the optional. Variant define is optional here. So why? Because some programs they does not have variants. Some programs they have the variants. So that time, so it's optional. Without variant also we can run the program. With variant also we can run it here. So which means the variant will control the program execution. So abbreviation wise, if we talk about, the variant will control the program execution. So not only above program, you can also use some external commands. Commands also you can use it here. There is a lot of commands. Suppose like so BR tools command, some commands, whatever the commands, OS level commands. So you can use it here. You can use that commands. So any OS, so then save it. So any commands, command I have not given anything here. So here by default it is available. If you want to create, we can create it. right? I have given the external commands here, right? So external command with external commands. So I have given here. Then go to the start, save it, then save it, then job is released. Now we cannot check it out. Now we have to go to the SM37, then check the status here. Check the status here. See here, this failed. It is cancelled status. Select the job, go to the job log and see why. Why means, so you have not clearly defined the external programs. Means you have wrongly defined the external programs here. You need to type all the parameters, program name, syntax, all those things we have to give. So it's unclear. Whatever we have given, it's unclear here, unclear to the job. That's why, so program is failed. It is cancelled status. So it is cancelled. Job is cancelled status here. So that's why you have to not only program, not only above program, external programs, anything we can execute it automatically by creating the timelines. So by creating the timelines here. So variant will control the executions here. Any other questions from anyone? Is it clear, right? For everybody.
Yeah, if we if we schedule one job for monthly salary, and in the system, if someone deleted that scheduled job on background, what will happen? It
Then
will be
it won't execute, right? Suppose you created the job, someone deleted the job, then job it won't execute, then you will not get the salary, right? On time.
but we need to keep that schedule as it is, right?
No, that will be deleted. You deleted, right? You said like someone deleted. That deleted,
Yeah.
then if that is deleted, then how this will be executed as per the timelines? So one job you created in SM36 that's supposed to be executed 31st December, 31st December, that should you should get the salary. But before itself, someone deleted that job, someone deleted. Then the job entry is not exist. Then this job will not execute. Why? Because the job got deleted by someone. So it will not execute. The job it won't execute. Job is not there, right? Deletion means job is not there. Then how you will get the salary?
But in our day-to-day activity, we need to check that which
Yeah, we
background
have
job
to.
was jobs are.
Yeah. We need to check as part of the day-to-day activity. We need to check what are the cancelled jobs, what are the long-running jobs, what are the jobs are still active. See here, this job is still active. Why it is still active here? What are the finished jobs? We can ignore it. Cancelled jobs, then why it is cancelled? Then we need to check the logs here. Why it is cancelled? So what happened in the system? So why it is cancelled? Then we need to check. So it does not exist. So some IDOC is not exist. That is the reason this job got failed here. This job got failed here in the system. So like that, we need to investigate it. So this job is suppose someone scheduled or who is the owner of the job, we have to inform to that respective person here. Why? Because normally we will get the requirement from our functional or development teams. So we have to inform to the developers or functional team, this job is failed in SAP system. So due to see this error, send that error message, then they will correct the error or they will apply the fix and everything here. But our responsibility is job failed. We need to inform them who is the responsible for this job. Then we need to send an email to that respective person. Background job is cancelled due to something is not exist in the system.
Yeah, and jobs which are in active status, we don't need to touch for those jobs, right?
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Suppose sometimes daily monitoring, you see this job is still active. So why it is still active? What it is doing in the system here? Suppose 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, if the job is still active means one work process is occupied. At the same time, the 5 work process are occupied, there is no free work process. At the same time, this all 6 are occupied, all are in total, there is no free, zero free background jobs. Then background work process free, zero. Then in this case, new jobs will not execute, right? We need to investigate why this job is running from long time. So maybe is there any connection issue? Is there any longer running? So what exactly happening? Then we need to check this one and we have to take the action here. Suppose if you want to cancel that job, then we can cancel the job also here. We can cancel it. We can cancel the job. Just click on the cancel, stop the job. We can stop it. We can delete the job. We can delete it. Suppose I want to delete this job here, this job released. When this will be executed every 3 minutes here. Then 20 to 29, it will be executed. Another 2, another 2 minutes. Then if I delete the job, here, then the job it won't execute. Then job will not execute now. Job I deleted, which means job it won't execute here. Okay, so that is the one. So now our assignment is for today is I will